What's up, everybody? It's your boy jerrywill24 back with another reaction video as usual per usual. Sunday Night Football was yesterday, and the first game we had was Bucks versus Saints. Now that I think about it, today's Monday Night Football. They only got one game going on. Usually they usually do like 2 games. Yeah, they usually do 2 games. So tonight, Broncos versus Seahawks. But they usually 2 games. I don't know, whatever. We talking about yesterday's football. Yesterday night was the Bucks versus Dallas Cowboys. Pretty interesting lineup. I think it's a good Sunday Night Football game. At least I thought it was going to be. I'm pretty sure everybody thought it was going to be a good game. It was boring as hell. Boring with a capital B and a lowercase I. You see what I'm saying? Because I fell asleep. I ain't even finna cap. I fell asleep like 3rd quarter. But coming into this game, we got first game, Tom Brady. You know, everybody be on Tom Brady's dick, especially in NFL media. They still on Tom Brady's dick. And they were the first to find out that Tom Brady been missed 11 days in the off season. Coming closer to the NFL season, or started the NFL season, he missed 11 days for personal reasons. I'm gonna tell you what the personal reason was. His bitch was mad. His wife was mad that he retired for a month and decided to come back. Hey, listen here, I'm a Saints fan. I wanted him to stay retired. I really did. But if I was Tom Brady and I'm one of the greatest football players to ever do it at 45 and I still play well and good, why not come back? Why not continue to make more money? Why not continue to try to win more championships? Like, this nigga's Tom Brady. I hate when women get mad at men for going to go get a bag or word harken for something else, for their dreams. Women are a fucking distraction. So his wife was mad that he retired and came back. I would be mad too. But then I'd be like, you know what? I'm being selfish. My man has me living good. Of course I want him home all the time, but like, you got, how long is the off season? It ends in February, March, April, May, June, July. You got at least about 5 to 6 months with him. And even then, he probably retire at 50 years old. Or he probably gonna retire when he get another Super Bowl ring. If he do. This is the Bucks we talking about. So I just hate when women do that, man. That shit be pissing me out. Cause my last ex was like that too. Just hating on a nigga grinding. Like, no, I'm sorry, but this money and these dreams gonna be here at the end. You not gonna be here. You not guaranteed to be here. On Gotham. So back to the game, because that shit pissed me off. Whatever. Bucks versus Cowboys. It was a field goal game. Straight defensive game, straight field goals. Nothing but field goals. I believe at the end it was like 12-3 first half. Cowboys couldn't do nothing. The Bucks offense couldn't do nothing as well. But the defense held it down. Especially the Cowboys defense. Michael Parsons, boy, he had about 2 sacks on Tom Brady in the first half. I don't know what the rest of his stats was the second half because I fell asleep. But Michael Parsons, and I didn't even know he won Defensive Player of the Year. That Cowboy defense is tough. You got the Bills defense. You got the, I'm gonna put the Cowboys defense up there too. I don't know who's gonna get the 3rd spot, but them 2 for sure. I'm gonna remember them. I'm gonna keep an eye out for them. But the game itself was boring. I really think the reason why it was so like slow and more like a field goal game is because, well, first, it's the first game back, you know, whatever. And, you know, most of these players don't even play in the preseason games. You know, preseason games are usually for the rookies or somebody signing the offseason, see if they're going to secure a spot. Because you only get like maybe 54 spots. Don't quote me on that, but I believe it's like 54 roster spots. So these starters and these stars on the NFL team, on the team already, they already got a spot. So they played, Tom Brady only played like 1 drive, I think, in the last preseason game, and that was it. You know, yeah, you practice in the offseason, you're doing drills and whatnot, but when it comes to an actual game, it's a different feeling. So that's what I think it really was. I think they just have to get in the groove like usual, and then they'll get the ball on or whatever. But boring ass game, trash ass game. Another thing that really stood out to me, except for Michael Parsons, was Julio Jones. Let me go ahead and give Julio Jones one of these. Julio Jones. Last year was on the Titans. Ain't do crap. Ain't do shit with the Titans. I believe he got injured as well. I'm not too sure, but he ain't do nothing. It was all AJ Brown and Ryan Tannehill, but Julio Jones, a veteran. We know what he was doing on the Falcons. He has the most receiving yards in Falcons history. But when he came to the Titans, he just didn't fit in well. So basically, what Julio Jones said, Tom Brady hit him in the DMs, Instagram DMs. And now look, Julio Jones and Tampa Bay. And that nigga was doing good. In the first half, he had 69 yards and Tom Brady was just slanging that thing to him. And he was catching it too. Because you know, Rob Gronkowski, he retired. Officially. Because he retired before then. Tom Brady, I don't know, Tom Brady did come back. Maybe Rob Gronkowski gonna come back later in the season. Who knows? I wouldn't doubt it. Because Rob did say he gonna play for nobody else. But now that Rob Gronkowski is gone, they got Julio Jones. And I believe they picked up Kyle Rudolph as well. These niggas keep assembling the Avengers. I'm telling you, Julio Jones looked like him old self. And Tom Brady and Julio Jones, man, that's going to be a bad duo. They already got Mike Evans. Chris Godwin, I believe, got injured yesterday. So he might be out for the season. But still, their wide receiving core is still solid. Nigga, Julio Jones and Mike Evans. That shit crazy. And just to see the way Julio Jones was catching that ball last night, phenomenal. Catching everything Tom Brady was throwing to him. Them old niggas, man. It's hard being in the NFC South because the NFC South is already a tough division itself. You know, we Saints, we ran it for a while, like a long ass time. The Panthers, when they had Cam Newton, that was a little struggle as well. So it was Bucks, and then the Falcons had Matt Ryan, Julio Jones. They was a solid team as well. The Bucks were never a problem. Never. At least going into like playoffs or going to Super Bowl, they were never a problem. Until Tom Brady got there. Got rid of Jameis Winston, brought in Tom Brady. Brought in Rob Gronkowski as well. Got a new coach, Bruce Arians. Won a Super Bowl the first year. And Tampa Bay. Shit crazy. Last year, they didn't go to the NFC Championship. They went to the divisional round and they lost to the Rams. But they could have won that game if they would have kept their defense together. But that didn't happen. But now going to this year, Julio Jones is on there. And just watching the way he was playing yesterday, he looks like his old self. I'm telling you, bro, these niggas just be pissing me off as a Saints fan. Because they really are raw as fuck. But it's cool. Because we played them next week. And you see what we did yesterday? We was down by 16 points. 16, don't forget that. And look what we did. Look who came up on top. Michael Thompson, 2 touchdowns. He looking like him old self too. Don't forget that. But that's Julio Jones, so it's gonna be cool to see. It's gonna be a tough game next Sunday, and I can't wait. I'm betting with all Bucks fans. All y'all fuck niggas can get it. You see what I'm saying? It's Who Dat Nation. We finna take over the NFC South again. Fuck is y'all talking about? And then third quarter, Mike Evans caught a touchdown, and then that was it. That was the only scoring touchdown. Now, sad news is, what's his name? Dak Prescott. Out. I forgot what the injury was. It might have been hamstring, ankle, something like that. I didn't see the play he got injured because I was asleep. But I woke up and saw that he might be out for 6 weeks. 6. And it looks like the Cowboys wasn't worried about getting a backup quarterback. Tony Romo, pick up the phone. You better get off that NBC or analyst shit. You better scrap up, nigga. Because the Cowboys are in trouble. They finna scout for the quarterback now. So I feel bad for anybody who picked up Dak Prescott in their football fantasy. Because I know I didn't. I bitched Lamar Jackson for whatever dumbass reason. Not happening again next week. But if you got Dak Prescott, just know he is out, man. Out. Sad news, but hey, what can you do? It's football, man. And the season just started. Because last season, I believe he was out as well. I hope he's not an injury-prone quarterback because I believe his contract about to end. And Josh Security not looking too well, but NFL Sunday was a weak-ass game. Just wanted to let y'all know. That shit was weak. I don't know who plays next Sunday, but hopefully it's a better game. And hopefully I don't fall asleep because that shit was trash. But it was cool to see how Julio Jones possibly is going to run, maybe even take over the offense. Leonard Fournette, he did his thing on the running game as well. They be down Fournette, but that nigga, that nigga can run. That nigga can run. He a big ass running back, so it's cool to see him run as well. I'm not rooting for the Bucks. No sir, don't get me wrong. But I have to watch the enemy. You have to take notes on the enemy. You know what I'm saying? Keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. You see what I'm saying? So yesterday's game, like I said, was weak as hell, but it was just to see what's to come with Julio Jones, and then Cowboys defense as well. I solid as hell. Michael Patterson, that nigga is soup, or Parson is soup as hell. So we gonna see what's coming up. That was just a glimpse of what's to come this upcoming season. We got 17 more weeks of football. Whew, that's a lot of football. Yo, we got a whole bunch more games to watch, but I appreciate y'all being here, man. That's it for this reaction video. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel, and then go to my other channel, jerrywill24. I got content skits dropping on there as well. But I appreciate y'all being here as usual.